Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Orderlina Support. And this time we're looking at how to hack your digital QR menu for drive-through, COVID sign-in, and reservations for your restaurant or hotel. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to do a demo and then give you a few tips on how to set that up. So let's start at drive-through. Yes. So we've had some feedback that some restaurants are actually under some lockdown restrictions and they can only be open for takeaway or delivery. So if they are using a delivery platform, there's quite a quite a high commission rate that they're charged. But if they do have loyal customers and guests do want to be able to get out within reason when they can, you have the option to have the order to your car ordering system. So one of the first things that needs to be done is to have a QR code or sign placed at the front of the restaurant. That way that people even can order from curbside. The other option is to put the order food button onto your Facebook page. So let's quickly look at how this happens. So obviously the guest opens the window of the car, points their phone even from 2 meters away at the QR code, and boom, this lovely menu comes up, and they can just start by selecting the order to my car. They can choose this amazing pizza that they want and even get some drinks. Maybe let's go to a bucket because I'm sure our friends at home are a little bit thirsty. And then we are just going to go to fill in the details now. Okay, and then I'll say I have red, no, yellow Mustang. Always wanted that car. So I'll go ahead and send that through. Okay, and then you can see that I'm able to manage that order. I can see it's from Rob. I've got the phone number. I can even call them and send them a text when it's ready. So let's see how we set that up, shall we? So basically, it just requires having a guest type called order to your car and just having the icons, just having the fields required, which is name, phone, car color, and make. And obviously you can customize this for your guests and how you want those to appear as well. You want to exclude some other items in the menu such as service, etc., etc. So great, that's how to do that. Let's go back to the front of the menu now, and we're going to look at how to do COVID safe sign in. So there are a few ways to do that. It's a similar process by just having the fields and the fields that can be added such as name, phone, and email, or others based on what your requirements are for a COVID safe sign in. And there are two ways that can be done. One is using the dine-in option, and as a guest orders, they're forced to enter their details. But you may have some non-guests there. Again, you want to have a QR code at the front of the building, and the non-guests will just go ahead and select the COVID safe sign in. They do have to check this out. So this is a little bit of a workaround, we understand. But basically they just have to put in the details there of that particular order and then submit. And you've now collected that guest's details, and they can, that guest has then recorded their details, and you can obviously retain that information if it's later required. So great, that's excellent. And you know what? Part of the reason why we're showing you these options is to save you a little bit of money. I mean, a lot of tech companies now are targeting restaurants and wanting to help, but in some cases, such as what we're showing in this video, there's actually no need to have multiple solutions. One solution, such as the Orderlina QR menus, can be used for multiple applications if we're a little bit creative. Okay. So the last one I want to show is reservations. So we have had a lot of feedback that reservation solutions are quite expensive. So here's just one way that you can use your digital QR menu with Orderlina to be able to take a reservation. So obviously you want to have your menu link on your order food button or on your website or embedded in your website, and you want to have that into your Facebook page. So after the guest has seen the menu here, they're just going to go ahead and push the reserve button. They can do this from their phone at home, and choose their preferred time. So you've got two options to display to the guests what time. You can either give them a range of numbers here, like I've done, or you can actually have them select their preferred time based on your opening hours. Okay, so it is important that you do provide the relevant instructions for them. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and make this for 8:30, the last session. You want to have the instructions there to be able to inform the guest on what is the best time or how you're going to confirm, and what are your opening times as well, so they don't reserve outside of that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and complete this reservation here. Go to checkout again. It'll take my phone details as well. So in this case, you've got the date as well that's required, and the guest can also see that. So I will send that order across, okay? And then I can automatically see that they've chose a reserve or reservation and what the time is of that. So I can then send them a text message to say that's okay, or I can even go ahead and call them to say, look, we've received your reservation request. That's been done now. Great, so how do we set that up in our menu? So we need to go back to our menu here, okay? And then from the reservation options, okay, you can either add the time option, okay? Or you can add your choose your preferred time range. And you can see you can easily add those as required. So this gives you just a little bit of a workaround to be able to take reservations and have everything come into one queue and one platform. Look, I really hope that has helped you. Our aim is to be able to help restaurants maximize our solution during COVID and lockdown times to be able to reach their guests more and more frequently and through different ways that they would prefer. And again, you don't have to do all of these options either. Okay, so what we've looked at is, and I'll just go back to our menu here. What we've looked at is how to have a drive-through or order to my car, and this can be done for orders in advance or directly from a sign out the front of your venue. How to do a reservation. So you can use your menu as well to pick up the guest preferred time and be able to confirm that. And that saves you a lot of time by not having to take constant text orders or have to purchase another form of technology to be able to handle that. Okay, the COVID sign-in can be done in one of two ways. Is as a guest order from your menu, they are asked to be able to put in their phone number, and or have for non-ordering guests, they can use the COVID safe sign-in option. So if you've liked this, please share this with your local restaurant so they can actually get to know some of these different solutions that we've had. So please share with your friends and let us know if you have any questions in the comments, or check out our website on orderlina.com. Thanks again.